Today, despite me saying yesterday that I didn't want to do anything adventurous and I just wanted to stay home, we decided to come to Prince Edward County and go to some of the wineries and see the sights in the area. Huff Estates is one of the larger wineries in the Prince Edward County area, and as you can see behind me, it is quite busy. We are here on a Saturday. It is just past 11 o'clock a.m. and it's already got a wait. So if you do come here, try to get here early. They are doing their tastings outside right now because of COVID, and they do have everything spaced out. We visited Prince Edward County in mid-August, so Huff Estates may be doing their tasting indoors now. We enjoyed the outdoor atmosphere for our wine tasting, and we're glad that reservations were not required here. Before I forget, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell to stay up to date on all of my future travel videos. Okay, back to the tasting.
So what do you have?
I ordered the Riesling Off-Dry. You'll like it. It's good. Thank you. In case it's not apparent, we are not professional wine samplers, but I can confidently say I enjoyed the wine here. We just sampled one flight between the two of us, so just a little sampling of what they have to offer, and it was pretty good. But we hear there are tons of other wineries in the area, so we're gonna go give a few others a try. The only request Alan had today was to not go to the beach. And even just doing winery tasting, he has to get loaded up with sunscreen.
I already started burning on my feet.
You gotta protect that skin, that pure ivory skin. So I'm just waiting for Alan to finish sunscreening outside of the car right now. We aren't sure where we're going to end up next, but it could be a winery, it could be a flower field. There's just so much to see and do here in Prince Edward County. So we're excited to see what we end up finding. We have no agenda for the day. Everything is just going to be as we see it or as we feel like stopping, and it's kind of a little adventure. So if you want to see where we end up, keep watching and we'll take you along. Prince Edward County has beautiful farmland that we enjoyed on our drives between wineries. Our next winery was Dog Vineyard and Winery, where I found some delicious Chardonnay. It wasn't on any of our lists, but we were so glad we found it. We learned that the winery was named Long Dog because the owners grew up owning dachshunds, and they hold a special place in their family. They started planting vines in 1999 and officially began selling their wine in 2004. We really liked that this winery seemed off the beaten path, and when we got there, we had the place to ourselves before another couple arrived.
That's really nice.
I like this one too. Their tasting room and store are in a small barn-like building with rustic crates adding to the decor. We enjoyed sampling 2 of their Chardonnays and the Pinot Noir. Normally I prefer red wine, but their Chardonnays were excellent. After sampling, we went for a quick walk around the property and took some photos of the beautiful vineyards before heading back to the car. So we just had a tasting at Long Dog Winery and we found it completely by accident. You have to follow this really fun little path to get to the winery tasting room, and the parking lot's located, I don't know, maybe like couple 100 meters away at most. But it was a really neat experience. It's a very small winery. Every wine that we tried was delicious. What was your favorite?
The Pinot Grigio was very, very good.
No, it was the Pinot Noir.
Oh, Pinot Noir, that's it. That was very good.
The Pinot Noir. We didn't try the Pinot Grigio, but the Pinot Noir was very good. But I really liked the Chardonnay, so I got 2 Chardonnays, 2 different years, and it's just really beautiful. So if you're in the area, I would highly recommend it. After sampling at Long Dog, we decided it was time for lunch. I packed us a picnic, and we thought we found the perfect place to stop. I may be pronouncing this completely wrong, but we stopped at Point Petra, a waterfront area on Lake Ontario. We found a spot, ate most of our lunch, and watched the families playing in the water, but it didn't go exactly as planned. I had a brilliant idea of picnicking down at Point Petra, which looked like a beautiful water area. Unfortunately, what we didn't see before we arrived was that it is completely rocks and no real level or flat place to sit, and the only shaded places were already taken because it's like 30 degrees out today. So we decided to try and eat our lunch there anyways. And we ate most of it.
Most of it, yeah.
Most of it. But then we decided that it was way too uncomfortable and we went and ate the rest of our lunch in our car. So I just wanted to share that it is a beautiful location, Point Petra, and if you don't mind the rocks or have like a really thick blanket, then definitely go. But beware, if you are headed there for a lovely sandy beach experience, that's not what you're going to find. And our butts hurt a little bit. We're just at Waupoos. We're not actually sure how to pronounce it. W-A-U-P-O-O Winery in Prince Edward County. And it's so busy. Like, it is crazy busy here. We didn't even really feel comfortable getting a sample or a drink to walk around the grounds because they're just crowded everywhere. So this is what it looks like. It does look like a beautiful place to enjoy a glass of wine, but it was just a little bit too crowded for us today. So maybe one day we'll come back in the future. This winery is located on a 100-acre waterfront property and was the first winery in Prince Edward County. They planted their vineyards in 1993 and they now grow 18 different varieties of vines. In addition to wine tastings and tours, they also have a restaurant nestled among the vineyards where they focus on farm-to-table dining. The estate actually has their own fully operational farm where they get their meat and produce. We thought the grounds were lovely and hope to visit again one day. Later that day, we found ourselves passing through the town of Bloomfield and downtown Picton before heading to a unique antique store. Unfortunately, we were just a little too late to go inside, but it's another location we plan to visit again in the future. Our final winery of the day was Black Prince Winery and Canadian Cellars. Here they had wine, wood-fired pizza, and barrel-aged vinegars. With each flight of wine, you could also have unlimited vinegar samples. There are a lot of picnic tables with umbrellas, and due to COVID, they were hosting all of their tastings outside. Since we visited in mid-August, they may be doing their tastings indoors now, but we enjoyed the outdoor atmosphere and the hot, sunny day. After leaving the winery, we got lost and stumbled upon Kinsip House of Fine Spirits. This is a farm-based grain-to-glass distillery, and all of their products are fermented, distilled, and aged on site. They also have chickens roaming around the grounds for that true farm atmosphere. We missed the tasting last call by only 4 minutes, so we couldn't taste any of the spirits. Since my husband and I both like whiskey, we decided to buy a bottle to sample when we got home, and I'm happy to say it was delicious. Despite some of our mishaps, we had a great day exploring Prince Edward County and hope this can be helpful if you're planning your own wine tasting adventure in the area. If you have any questions about Prince Edward County or the wineries we visited, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll happily answer them. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Prince Edward County today and coming along for the ride. If you like this video, please give it a like and please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more travel related videos very soon.